patio project. Now, we've been averaging about 90 degrees in the day, so we started meeting a little bit earlier. It's about 6 a.m. and just try and keep it a little bit quiet while we're getting tools out. So everybody just grabs what they think we need in a wheelbarrow to the job site. I like it when we have parking. This is great. I love these trucks. 20 feet of chute from the front tire. All we have to drag is this little bit right here. Steve will have that pulled back in no time. Poured these yesterday. You can sleep right here. There's so much heat coming off of this concrete. All right, set you right here. Here's our nice inlays. Isn't that nice? Better than just a straight wall of concrete. Okay, everything's up on chairs. This is our 1B stamp mix. No fiber in this, just the wire and rebar. Just helping it on the chairs. Need some more stuff under your feet. Okay, all the way to number 2 pin, corner of step. You got enough? Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Talk to you in a minute. What a difference a nice cool morning. Yesterday when we had this ready, it was about 90 degrees out. We were debating, there was no debate. None of us wanted to pour it. If we had to, yeah, we've done it before and it's a nightmare. How nice this is. We're all poured. Now the concrete's on the ground, drying at a nice slow pace. And we were just talking about the wow factor this is adding here. Talk about the wow factor. I was reading through comments. The mixer's leaving. It'll be quiet here in a second. I was reading through comments. Somebody asked me a question about something we did at the Morgan house. So I had to go back and watch the video, part of it, to see how to answer this question. I think it was what color to use. And that was about maybe the 6th or 7th video I did. Wow is why you guys stuck with me. My talking on there, it was like I was reading a script. It was so funny to listen to. If you want a good laugh, go back and watch some of our earlier videos, and hopefully I've gotten a lot better. Hopefully. Okay, concrete's starting to set. Guys are taking care of the border. I have our big blue gadget going. First truck is almost done. I'll have to hit this one more time. I'll get going over here. Okay, there's half all done. Maybe 2/3 of it all done. We didn't have a single knee board on any of it, so everything's nice and even, nice and uniform color wise. I just have this little bit to do here in the shade. Let's send you for a ride. There you go. You and I just finished about 300 square feet of patio right there. That's how easy that was. Jim's touching up right here. Let's get ready to roll. Yeah, my sports career as a kid, the coach would say, 2 outs, bases loaded, who's up? Toss is up. Get your gloves ready. Struck out every time. He wouldn't even hide it from me. Come on, Hoss, hit the ball. I think I poured his driveway 2 weeks later. Little League. Okay, last spot. Right in here, a little bit soft. We have this, we're just gonna wheel that down. Well, I guess we do have that in the shade. There's our heavy stone texture for the border. Rolled slate everywhere else. Saw cut pattern here, about a 6x6 square going all across here, targeting these corners. We did our border cut here. This will look nice. We ran the border straight across, kept that window area separate. Okay, tools are getting loaded. You guessed it. One more project, maybe two. Okay, there it is, all textured. I wanted to show you in the shade, if you can see it. It's hard to tell in the sun. I don't know what the best shot is. Sun with my shadow or shade. But I like the contrast between the border and that. So I'll be back this afternoon to do saw cutting and scrubbing, cleaning, watering. It's going to be 92 degrees and we are going to be in full sun here. So I'm going to come back about 4 o'clock. I think it's about 9 a.m. now. 4 o'clock, I'll wet everything down. If it's hard like I expect it to be, I'm going to get a couple of saw cuts in it. If I can get them all in, of course I will. But I will target center and then off of that point center. Those are 2 key cuts that I want to get in today. There's my phone. There's my knee pads. Steve's waiting for me. We're going to jump in the truck and go hit another little project while the other guys go start prepping a big house we've been working on for a couple years. They called us in. We're going to start doing the steps and putting the driveway together, and the driveway is huge. So stay tuned for that video. Talk to you later. Okay, big project, small project, it doesn't matter. You still got to get just about every tool in the truck out, you know, to do these projects. So yesterday we came over, hot, late afternoon, didn't want to fire up the camera, just wanted to get done. So we had an electric jackhammer, hit this pad, hit that a little bit, sledgehammered it free. So now new 2 steps and a landing. The rest of the concrete is aged but does not need torn out. So this was just an improvement. This was all settled. You can see how it's pulling the brick away. So we're going to reset these brick in here after we pour. This corner needs to go down a little bit. Did you nail that? Okay. So let's just get this corner down a little bit and level these steps out. Steven will be back in a minute. Now this project, there's no way we could do this project getting a cement truck here, concrete truck here, sorry about that, concrete truck here, $590 for a yard of concrete delivered. On a project like this, that would eat up, you can't bid it that high. Just trying to be fair to the customer and make it more affordable. So send them over with the dump trailer. We'll get a yard of concrete in that for about $190 and load it on plastic, zero cleanup when we're done. So it seemed like a better way to do it. More affordable for the homeowner, plus there's a little bit more profit for us doing it that way. So that's how we sometimes do these smaller jobs. So that's what we're looking for. And the reason that's important, go ahead and grab that level off of there, Chris. As you come up these steps, you're right at eye level. As you come up, you want to see them nice and level across that porch. If one's leaning or dipping, it would look terrible. Nice and level, nice and straight. Curved walk. We made these about 8 inches wider than the original steps, trying to cover up some of that broken brick.
All right, everybody. So here we are over at Thrower's plant. Real nice. We're going to go ahead and get some concrete mixed up in one of their trucks and then have them dump it right in our dump trailer there. All right, so Paul is all mixed up. About to just run 1.25 yards of concrete into our dump trailer. All right, so there's 1.25 yards. Kept it a little bit on the tighter side since we're doing steps. Let's wrap this up. Get going.
Here he is. Moment of truth. How is the concrete? So we'll get this canopy rolled back, even maybe halfway. Looks pretty nice. Unhook it, and then just follow it back with me.
There we go.
Pull it tight. Not too tight. Jeez. The car under the tire. There we go. Okay, go ahead and a couple barrels. We'll tilt it up, or maybe shovel the first one. Probably shovel. Slide it right here. Try not to rip the plastic.
Yep.
Okay, getting close on concrete. Elliot, go ahead and fill up that last one. Okay. Yep, getting close. Okay, there it is, 1.25 yards. That was harder than 20 yards this morning. But it was only 1.25 yards. All right, Steve and Elliot are heading back to the shop. Clean up all of our tools. Everything's laying right there. Everything's on plastic. You can see the dump trailer is pretty well protected. Once you get concrete stuck in here, now the dirt and gravel debris that we normally use it for doesn't want to slide out of there. That's why I like to line that with plastic. My shop is 10 minutes away, so we'll just send them there to clean up rather than making any mess. Beautiful landscaping around here. Why mess it up? We should have threw the bushes in there. So this is where you just don't want to turn your back on the concrete. We're in full sun. It was mixed at the plant, put in the dump trailer, covered up, and brought here and put in pretty slowly. So this concrete is already setting before we even pour it. Place it. Now we did pour it awfully tight, but I don't want to waste any time getting things edged, getting corners trued up. You can go around with a 6-inch and we'll broom it and hit it with a 4-inch edger, match the old existing walk. Making sure to keep the edgers nice and flat. You can scrape a little cream and lay in these corners. Make sure your corners are nice and full. Look at a step, and once that corner dips, I say tear it out. It drives me crazy. Okay, that didn't take long at all. So he's putting the final touches on that one corner. We ran a tool cut right at the base of the step. Hopefully it'll crack there because we know it's going to crack. Steps are done. Side forms are coming off next. Good morning. I called an audible this morning. Little bit of rain when we were leaving the shop about 6 a.m. and overcasty. They're calling for severe thunderstorms between 11 and 12. So I canceled our rolled slate patio. They've been waiting 6 months for us. I'd love to get it in for them. We're just before Father's Day. You know, just wanted to get that project wrapped up for them. But why risk it? You got it, Steve?
Oh yeah.
Okay. As I'm not doing anything but talking on camera. So a couple of us came over yesterday and prepped these steps. We've been working on this project for quite some time. We have to do these steps down to grade. There's a set there, smaller set here, bunch of door sills all around every patio, and there's one on the far side I'll show you in a second. All of this concrete gets covered with tile, so we don't have to finish it. It just needs to be flat, smooth, and, you know, level. So big set of steps here with a landing, sill up there, and then here's the one we're going to have to use the skid loader bucket. We'll fill it up with concrete, lift it up to this elevation. You can see it's quite high here. I'm stretching up, so head level here about 6 feet off the ground. And fortunately it's just a sill. So Tom's getting some stone down here. We have a pad to do. A pad to do right here. I wonder if we could back down and turn. Want to back down? Turn? Okay. All right. And again, a 6x6 pad. We'll just shovel this stone in. Okay. Mixer's due any minute. Let's get ready.
by 8 as well.
All right. You'll be in the way. There we go. That works. Got it. Matt, can you hold out on these a little bit? You know what? Let's just make it easier. Never mind, Matt. Why don't we do that at 6:30 this morning? Okay, I need a screw gun and a Tapcon gun.
Tapcon gun right here, Phil.
Okay, there it is, all finished. Just making sure I mentioned this is all getting covered with a tile material to match the house. That's why the porch we bull floated this about a year ago, no finish. So we just cleaned that up a little bit. They're really delaying here. So we just put a broom mark on it just to dress it up a little bit. Kept our corners nice and square when they run their tile up. Now they got square corners to go to. Just got this ready, and this is our final phase here until they're ready for driveway. So nice 6 foot wide set of steps going up to their 8 foot wide set of steps. And we'll be back and I'll get you some finish when it's all tiled. I think it's gonna look really nice. Little set out there. I think we'll do a connector walk over to the drive, grand entrance, and then we're also doing, we just threw together here real quick, a little basement walkout set of steps. Again, just a landing 3 foot wide, staying away from the gas meter, down, turning in to that basement door. Mixer will be here shortly. Get this place wrapped up, get this weekend started with a couple of little stops on the way home. Okay, there we are, done pouring, cleaned up. I am getting on the road. 2 little service projects and hopefully we're done for the day.
Okay, so here I am back at this rolled slate patio. I did mix the sprayer up. We're using Storm Grazer antiquing. The hose is turned on, trying to kink it. I need to get the patio a little bit wet because if you try to apply this color when the patio is dry, that color is going to flash it's going to just dry right on top, and it's not going to give you it's not going to give it enough time to kind of settle and kind of show that definition that we're trying to get here. So I'm going to go ahead, soak the patio down, and then spray the color on and scrub it around. All right, so there it is, all nice and colored. You can see the main area. It's pretty subtle, but there's quite a bit of definition and color on that. When you're doing a border like this, you don't want to go too crazy with that main coloring. You want the idea behind it. Oh, sorry, it's been a long week. The idea is that you get a good bit of texture, color, and definition on your main area, and then your border needs to be darker for an accent. Not needs to be, but in this case we want it to be. And frankly, in my opinion, I think that really just sets it off. So the next step, if you guys aren't aware, is my favorite step, and that's the sealing. That's when all of the color and everything gets pulled out. So it really comes to life when you put some clear guard sealer on this. So that'll happen tomorrow, and my dad will be here because I'm going to High Point for the Motocross National. So I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.
Okay, final day on this project here. I came down Thursday night and did all the sock cutting, power washing, cleaning, targeting our corners, well, our center corner of steps, little wing cuts over here as well as over there, center, and then divided up about a 5x6 pad. Nice small pads. It looks real nice. Steve came down yesterday while we were finishing up a little project and put the Permatique antiquing on. We do it heavy on the border, medium coat on the main body. Let's get some sealer on this. See how these steps are drying. There's another shot of our inlays. Now do some landscaping around there. Should look good. Okay, so this is a big patio, but if you break it down into each square, now you can seal it and not really have any missed spots. So you just hit it a couple different directions. Looks like I got a little tip claw going on. And then move on to the next square. Okay, that took about 15 minutes to apply first coat. Over here where I first started, everything's already soaked in and dry. We'll just give that a little bit more time. You can see some areas are still drying. You don't want to put it on too soon and trap that like gas, that chemical reaction. You'll get little bubbles. So just make sure that that's fully dry. And here comes the sun getting on there. It's going to get quite warm. This concrete, we poured it 2 days ago. It's pretty warm. That's why I'm focusing. I always do this in the morning. If you put this on hot concrete, if we would try this in the afternoon, we would have bubbles everywhere. It's a nice cool morning. Concrete as cool as it possibly can be. So the time that sealer gets dry, it's the heat of the day is not hitting it at that point. So as soon as this dries out, second coat, off to breakfast. Okay, 2 coats of sealer. Second coat goes a lot quicker. Okay, last part of this project, we have to do a connector pad and a ramp all the way down here, 5 foot wide, all the way down to those orange cones. Then they'll come in and asphalt and connect everything up. All right. So we'll free up some time either next week or the following week, and we'll be back. And then I'll be able to give you some footage of this being 2 weeks old, what a difference it will be in the color. You can see how dark it is right now. And I always go through this with my homeowners. The concrete's still only 2 days old. It's just drying. It takes about a month to see the true color, maybe even a little bit longer than that, depending on shade, temperature, and so forth. So give it about a month and you'll see the true color. We'll be back here in 2 weeks, and I will try to remember to talk about this and recap on it. Hey, while I'm thinking of it, I mentioned I'll be back here in about 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks, that's the 4th of July. And we are running about 2 weeks behind on our videos. So happy 4th of July. I hope this gets timed pretty close to that. Our small town does a great job, Zillionople, PA. They do a great job at 4th of July. Everybody has a fantastic time. It's so relaxing. They have a bunch of events up at the park. We have a big parade. As a matter of fact, we used to be in the parade when the boys were playing, Little League ball. We'd clean up our cleanest truck, which was always a challenge, and put the baseball team in the back and ride them in the parade. Well, now we haven't done that in years. So now I have a couple grandkids, and we thought it would be fun, with scooters and e-bikes, and so now it's evolving into TSH Concrete is getting t-shirts and banners, and we're trying to figure out if we should get like a power buggy involved in this that the kids could fill up with candy and pass out to the other kids. The power buggies are so noisy. I don't know if we want to do that. But we have a bunch of girls that want to ride their ruckus scooters in the parade and wear t-shirts and throw out candy and help promote TSH Concrete in our little hometown. So we thought, let's just video it and put it on YouTube as well. So we're 3 weeks out, 2.5 weeks out. We're still planning this. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. But it could be fun. So follow us along and we'll do a video on that and we'll tag it hopefully close to the 4th of July. I was thinking we could even do like a drone flyover of the parade and then put a sign saying, hey, subscribe to our channel, find yourself in the parade. So just something, small and fun like that could be, fun for everybody. So once again, happy 4th of July, everybody.